athletes in the house. Welcome to see all the family and friends here supporting. We're glad to be here this wonderful Tuesday afternoon. We are going to begin with a word of prayer. So if everyone in the gymnasium, under the sound of my voice, if we will please stand together to ask the Lord to be with us. If everyone there in the bleachers, everyone in the background, will you all please stand with us as we ask the Lord's blessing over us as we begin. Let's bow our heads for a word of prayer. Let's pray. Father in heaven, we thank you so much for sports, the wonderful experience of using our bodies to be able to work as a team, to work in unity with one another, not just to accomplish the goal of winning, but to accomplish the goal of knowing that you can push yourself beyond what you expected to accomplish. Father, I pray for both of these teams, that they may be able to do their best. I pray that you may keep all sides free from injury, and that ultimately our experience here may go beyond sports, that it may go into a Christian loving relationship as universities. Please be with us this evening as we begin these games. We pray in Jesus' precious name. Amen. Amen. You may be seated. We remain standing. Apologies. We're going to sing our national anthem. If you'll please stay standing. And our flag is here on the left side of the gymnasium for our national anthem. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrangling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. We would like to introduce our teams and our starting five as we begin this game. First of all, we want to welcome Randall University coming from Moore, Oklahoma. Welcome, guys. We're so glad y'all are here. We have Tanaya Kennedy, number 3. Come on up, Tanaya. We have Savannah Bean at number 10. We have Haloni Harge at number 20. Tayson Swires at number 21. And last but not least, Cornelia Wagner at number 33. All right, let's go Randall University. And now the Lady Knights from Southwestern Adventist University in Keene, Texas. We have at forward from Dallas, Texas, number 3, Daria Lowry. Let's go, Daria. We have at guard from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 10, Eunice Balboa. Yeah, Eunice. We have at forward from Fresno, California, Layla Dixon, number 12. Let's go. We have at guard from Searcy, Arkansas, number 14, Madison Clemens. And lastly, at center from Keene, Texas, number 35, Sarah Valderrama. Let's give it up for our Lady Knights, everyone. All right.
Southwestern Adventist and Randall tonight on YouTube as the Saints come in to Keene, Texas at 11-4, 5-3 on the road, and 2-1 in the Southwest region, taking on your Knights, who are 2-7, 2-5 at home, and 0-2 in Southwest region play. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you again. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hopefully 2024 is being nice to you so far. As the Knights, they have not played since December 18th. They lost by 11 at Dallas Christian in that game. Meanwhile, Randall, this is the second of 4 straight on the road to open up the second semester. And for the Saints, their second of a back-to-back as well, as they won 70-38 against Dallas Christian yesterday. So, tip is controlled by the Knights, as Daria Lowry brings it into the forecourt. Knights won both regular season meetings last year, and that was a first in recent history. They start with a turnover here. Actually, both teams start with a turnover. So here comes Southwestern Adventist. Sarah Valderrama, the baseline shot too strong, and it's going to be saved to Harge. Randall Saints coming in, +9 on the glass. Knights have had a good rebounding start to the season as well, and we'll see how long it takes them to get those legs going again for the Knights, who have been off for a few weeks. Swires attacks, leaves it for Wagner. Wagner, top of the key to Bean. Shot clock is winding down. It's at 6. And Swires hoist. Can't get the jumper to go, so opening minute, we are scoreless as both teams empty on their first 2 possessions. Eunice Balboa, what a season. She's had 11.6 points per ball game, over 6 rebounds for the guard, 2.3 assists. Valderrama fires a 3 and hits. And that's always a good sign to see Sarah Valderrama get off here early, averaging 11 points per ball game and 8.8 rebounds. Trying to answer back. Randall can't do it. Offensive rebound to Harge, though, and she scores underneath. Aloni Harge, 10.5 points per ball game, a 42% shooter. So Daria Lowry bringing it into the forecourt now for the Knights, leading it 3-2. Lowry, the runner, can't bank it. Ball deflected out. Clements put back, yes. So extra chance opportunities playing large here in the opening 2 minutes, as back-to-back extra chance opportunities, one for each team, has the Knights up 5-2. Baseline shot from 10 feet by Wagner is good. Courtney Wagner, 9.6 points per ball game. Now a steal. Harge, and the back door was wide open. It's a layup by Swires. Knights are going to have to take care of the basketball against this full-court press for Randall. We've seen a couple turnovers already for Southwestern Adventist, who trails now. But Sarah Valderrama's all alone on the block, and she's got 5 of the 7 for SWAU. Valderrama, 2 for 2 here at the start of this one, and the Knights retake the lead 7-6. Now a turnover by Harge on the right side. It's a traveling violation. Those of you who are on the YouTube chat, if we're blowing your speakers out, please let me know. The volume looks kind of high to me, but every time I turn it down, it feels kind of low to me. So here's Clements against the man pressure, woman pressure, I should say. Maddie Clements breaks it. Entry pass is deflected. Nice defense there by Harge. Throws it full court. It's a steal by Balboa. Eunice Balboa into the forecourt quickly. Takes it left of the lane. Daria Lowry out on the wing. Drives in. Kicks it out Valderrama. Now Balboa will attack, throws it up, and is called for the offensive foul. It's the first foul of the game. It comes 3 minutes, 5 seconds into it. So Balboa was looking for the runner, instead picks up her first personal as Harge walks it into the forecourt. Swires now goes left wing. Good ball movement here by Randall. Swires bounce passes down low. Valderrama's got her 9th block of the year. It'll stay with Randall, though. Here's Wagner on the elbow. Quick three is no good by Harge. Daria Lowry with the rebound. So Knights have a 1-point lead. Lowry brings it up. Dixon now using the baseline. Swings it out to Balboa for 2. Can't get it to go. Chasing down the rebound, the Saints, and Lowry picks up the foul on Harge. So second team foul on the Knights. Tayson Swires, 2.6 assists per ball game. Harge, the bounce pass to Wagner. Now it's Bean. Savannah Bean is the lone remaining player from last year's team as they find Wagner down low. Courtney Wagner's got her second bucket. And Randall retakes the lead for the second time here today. It's 8-7. 5:44 left to go here in the opening quarter. Dixon bounce pass for Valderrama, deflected, but Sarah chases it down. She's double teamed, tried to dribble through it, and that'll be a double dribble. This is the lone home game this month for Southwestern Adventist. Next 5 will be on the road. They're going to play at the Adventist tournament. It'll be at Union in Nebraska Friday through Sunday against Union and Andrews. And the next home game won't be until February 1st. For Randall, as I mentioned, second of a 4-game road trip there at Champion on Saturday. So Lowry walks it into the forecourt. Dixon on the far side of your screen. Valderrama, defense collapses around her again. Open look for Balboa, yes. So Eunice Balboa gets on the board. Balboa in the last game back on December 18th had 21 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. She's got her first bucket here tonight as we ping-pong back and forth here in the early stages of this one. Randall receiving votes in the latest poll that came out back in the first semester. So I mentioned, if you were with us last year, I told you Randall's had a down year last year, but they wouldn't be down for long. And Michelle Garcia, like I said, she built this program right back up. Did a nice job recruiting in the offseason, bringing in a lot of good players. Savannah Bean still in the game, or still on the team, I should say. It's 16.5 points per ball game. She's the senior leader, but I think everybody else is a freshman or sophomore. Now, correction, Tara Shaw's a junior. But everybody else, it's a youth movement in Moore, Oklahoma. Here's a steal by Kennedy. So third turnover off a steal, and the 3 ball is no good by Swires, I believe it was. Balboa pushing, loses the handle, gets it back to Lowry on the block. Lowry got tied up, and it looks like it's going back to Randall on the possession arrow. 4:19 left to play here in this opening quarter. We've had 3 lead changes so far. They're looking to Wagner. That's Shaw in the game. Shaw gets it to Bean, who fires it on the elbow, can't score. Rebound by Pamela Colmenares, who's come in. So a couple of subs. As Pamela Colmenares in and Tara Shaw in. Offensive rebound chased down by Valderrama. Valderrama doubled again, and it's going to be a reach. First foul of the game on Randall. 2 on your Knights. Clements will inbound it. Colmenares top of the key from downtown. Can't get it to go. Harge has another rebound. She'll push it into the forecourt. Ada Hensley also in the game. She fires an air ball for the Saints. Knights want to keep it low scoring. Randall averages over 70 points per ball game. Valderrama turnaround was short. Shaw has the rebound. Meanwhile, Southwestern Adventist, 50.1 points per game. So they want to keep this game low scoring as Kennedy can't get the pull-up jumper. Chasing down the rebound, Bean wins the fight. Kennedy extra gets it off the extra pass from Harge, and she's going to the free throw line. So Tanya Kennedy, 54% free throw shooter, third foul on the Knights with 3:09 left to go here in this first quarter. Kennedy looking to scratch for the first time. This Randall team in the midst of this road trip to start the second semester, 5-3 on the road. And they've won 2 out of 3 in the region so far. Nia Tamifuna checking into the game for the Knights. So Travis Gagao going with the bigs. So Tamifuna and Valderrama both in at the same time. Pamela Colmenares still out there. Balboa in and Clements. And we are tied as Kennedy gets 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Clements doubled up. Tamifuna swung down to Balboa, had the shot blocked, tips it to herself. Extra chance opportunities again for the Knights. Colmenares couldn't get the 3. Tamifuna tried for the rebound. And looks like we're going to stay on this side of the court. No, it's going to be... I didn't see the official make a signal, but it looks like it was last touched by the Saints, they say. So Clements will inbound for the Knights. Valderrama stripped. Nice defense there by Tara Shaw. Kennedy throws it down low. And Bean throws it away. Balboa into the forecourt. Ball deflected out to Tamifuna. Then I believe that's Harge. Hard to see the jersey numbers for Randall. Extra pass goes down low, and that is London Anderson into the game, scoring the first 2 to put Randall up by 2, and we've got a timeout. With 2:19 left to go here in the first quarter, we'll step aside. So if you're looking to see the Knights play in person down in Keene, or if you're going to check out more live streams, well, we're going to be off for a little while again, February 1st, 13th and 15th, and then I think 1 or 2 more in February as well. But it was a very home-heavy start to the season. It's going to be a road-heavy into the season for the Knights, especially here in January. Southwestern Adventist in the first semester picking up wins against Kansas Christian and Manhattan Christian. We've talked a little bit about the rebounding so far today. 14.3 offensive rebounds a game for the Knights so far this season. That's 7th best in the NCCAA. So they're crashing the glass. This is a very good Randall rebounding team. I mentioned at the start they're +9. But we see another offensive rebound here for the Knights. This time it's Balboa. She's got a couple. Valderrama's got a couple. Daria Lowry has to play more composed than that. She's just trying to run people over. And great if it's rugby, but this is basketball. So Lowry picks up her 2nd foul, I believe. It's going to be the 4th team foul on the Knights as well. So inside 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. We've had 3 lead changes so far, but Randall up by 2 right now. Anderson for 3. Missed it short. Box out by Clements there at the free throw line as she pushes into the forecourt. Through the hands of Tamifuna. Daria saves it. Lowry gets a screen. Will she attack? Now she goes. Gets doubled up, and that's going to be a reach maybe on Shaw there. So shot clock goes to 20 for the Knights. And more shuffling for Michelle Garcia as Ada Hensley comes back in. It's like Wagner back in the game. Anderson still in. Harge is out there. And I'm missing somebody. I believe Swires. Yeah, Swires. So that's the 5 right now for Randall. Swires will attack. Nice defense there by Layla Dixon. So Dixon gets the steal. Randall gets the foul. And the Knights are playing well here. It's low scoring, but like I said, that benefits Southwestern and Adventist. And it looks like we got a little glitch there. Hopefully that's all that is. Tame Funa has had trouble with handling the basketball since coming off the bench for Travis Gagau. Another turnover for the Knights. If they can clean up the turnovers, this is a team that can make some noise. You know, you got Arlington, you got Champion, you got Randall. These are the top throw. Ozark too. I don't want to forget about the Ambassadors, but Harrison is in the game. She'll shoot a 3 with the shot clock winding down. She chases down the long rebound. So Mina Harrison in. Chases it down again. Second straight offensive rebound for the guard. And all kinds of a sloppiness right now. They got to beat the buzzer again, and they hit it. Are you kidding me? London Anderson from deep. And that will do it for the first quarter. So after 3 lead changes, some momentum on a 6-0 run. Randall takes a 5-point lead after 10 minutes of play. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment. Stay with us. I actually got rid of the threads thing. I wasn't feeling it, you know. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. I'm at the home studio, and it's a windy Cleveland, Ohio. It's been blustery all day. I was wondering if we'd even have power the way the wind was blowing, but it's held on for us. If I do lose power or something happens, I'll just make the video that I'm watching public for you guys. So Anderson hit a buzzer beater, tries their luck from the left side, can't get it to go. But Randall's on a 6-0 run. Knights got to find it again on the offensive end. Sarah Valderrama back in, Layla Dixon, Eunice Balboa, Pamela Colmenares, and Maddie Clements. That's the 5 right now. Turnaround by Clements. Nope. Valderrama deflected it out. A little thing. That doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but Balboa for 3 off the back rim. And Hensley on a hop throws it ahead. Here is Swires. Hensley. Now Harrison, who's done a lot of those little things since coming in. She'll fire a 3 from the corner, goes in and out. Dixon the rebound. Now Maddie Clements into the forecourt. Nobody on Valderrama. Had to gather. Balboa was wide open, passed up the shot, goes to Dixon, and Valderrama's going to clean it up. So Sarah Valderrama has 7 of the 11 right now for the Knights. London Anderson with 5, Courtney Wagner with 4 for Randall. Harrison on the left wing. Wagner hounded at the half circle. Attacks. And are they going to say she was in the act of shooting? I think they're going to give that. So it'll be free throws now for Courtney Wagner. You don't see it a lot, especially at this level, but Wagner is an excellent big at the free throw line. 85% free throw shooter. This overall is a very good free throw shooting Randall team, but Wagner leads the team in free throw shooting, and you don't see that a lot from the post. It's kind of refreshing. So Wagner gets the first one to go. And gets the second. So 6 now for Wagner. The second most in the game. Valderrama leads everybody with 7 points. Got a little glitch with the video here, and it looks like the problem's at the gym, folks, as the Knights turn it over. I'm going to just kind of pause the commentary here so that I can communicate with the folks at the gym and let them know kind of what's going on with their bit rates. All kinds of technical stuff you probably don't care about, but I'm thinking out loud, so that's what's going out right now. Randall turns it over. Full court press is back on. And it works again. The reverse shot is no good by Harrison. Offensive rebound by the Saints. Knights came out shooting pretty well. They have cooled off. Just 1 field goal in the last 5 minutes. They get a steal here, though. That's one thing about the Knights. They're going to turn it over a million times a game, but they're working hard. In the corner, Savannah Bean back in the game. She's doubled up, and she gets fouled by Valderrama. Second team foul on the Knights here in the opening 3 minutes of quarter number 2. So Bean, the leading scorer, scoreless so far in the game. They've been feeding the post and swinging it out, as you see right there. Harge gets a triple, 26% from 3 on the season. She's the other player in double figures and scoring at 10.5 points per ball game, Alani Harge. She's got 5. Anderson has 5. Courtney Wagner leads them with 6. And it's all Randall right now by 8. It's an 11-2 run right now for Randall. Pamela Colmenares, triple team. Valderrama batted that one, and they say she deflects it off Randall. Becky Colmenares is in for the first time, by the way, for the Knights. Pamela's sister, who played briefly at Concordia in Chicago, just 1 game a couple seasons ago. She's a junior. And she was also on the lacrosse team for Concordia, Chicago, which is a D3 school. So a nice addition here for Travis Gagao. The Knights turn it over again. So Harrison brings it up. Quick trigger by Harge. Missed the 3. Harrison, another offensive rebound for the guard as Tara Shaw gets the bunny. So it's all Randall right now by 10, 21-11, as Becky Colmenares brings it into the forecourt. Her pass deflected by Kennedy, who's got the steal. Throws it ahead, out of the pack. And that, I believe, is going to be the first bucket for Savannah Bean. So Savannah's on the board. Nice little give-and-go action, Valderrama and Balboa, and then it's out of bounds off Randall. Knights led it 9-8 in the first quarter. 15-2 since that time. And Harrison goes out. Welcome news if you're a Knights fan. She has done it all so far here in the... Hasn't scored, but doing all the other things. Pamela Colmenares down low. And Kennedy with another steal. Shaw looking to get it back to her now. Shaw will bring it up. Extra pass to Bean for three. Airballed it, tipped for the rebound. Nice box out by Balboa. She gets fouled. Second team foul on Randall. It's been a helter-skelter kind of a game. Just not a lot of offensive flow for the Knights since really about the 3-minute mark in the first quarter is when the offensive troubles kind of started. Bean gets it back. Triple is no good. Offensive rebound by Wagner. Bean now pull up. Rebound by Dixon. Here's Becky Colmenares. And she'll get fouled. So opportunity in her first game for Becky to get her first collegiate points. I mentioned she played just one game at Concordia in Chicago a couple seasons ago. I think she was more prominent on the lacrosse team at Concordia. But first collegiate point there. Chance to make it a 10-point game here. And gets the friendly rim. That's a sign you're home when you get a roll like that at the rim. Bean into the forecourt. Some really good ball movement on this sequence here for Randall. Harge gets cut off. A little give and go with Shaw. And another beautiful pass, but Wagner can't score. Balboa crashing the glass yet again. Daria Lowry back in. Lowry, Valderrama, Balboa, Becky Colmenares, and Dixon. That's the five right now for your Knights. So Colmenares will inbound it, 21 on the shot clock. Lowry, no points yet today. Lowry blocked at the rim. Lowry had 14 in the loss against Dallas Christian back on December 18th on 7 of 13 shooting. Savannah Bean, extra pass, down low. And Wagner seemed determined to shoot that over a triple team. The Knights can get a couple buckets here, get themselves right back in this game. Randall's had the momentum, but they have not closed the door. Valderrama hit a three in the first quarter, not that time. Kennedy the long rebound. She's got numbers, 2-on-1. And it's going to be stripped. Last touched off Harge, they say. So Knights get a break there. So Lowry to inbound. Tayson Swires is back in for Randall. And Colmenares throws that right away. Bean with the steal. Swires pass deflected. Balboa takes it back. Balboa one-on-one with Kennedy. Takes that extra dribble. Couldn't get the bucket to go. But it is off Randall, so it'll stay with the Knights. Maddie Clements back in. Valderrama to the cutter. Daria Lowry has 3 defenders around her. Tried to get the pass away. Harge disrupted. And then, what do we got? Foul called on the Knights, I believe. 4th team foul on Southwestern Adventist. 2 on Randall. 3:28 to go in the half. First of a doubleheader. Guys game coming up at 7 p.m. approximately. Ooh, rocket pass by Kennedy to Swires. Extra pass, Bean for 3, too strong. Offensive rebound and the putback is good. That was Kennedy. So Kennedy's first goal. She's got 3 points. Randall by 12. Randall's got another steal. The Knights just cannot take care of the basketball. It has been a season-long problem. Unfortunately, Randall's not doing that much better. Eunice Balboa will fire a 3. Can't get it to go. And then that's team foul number 5. Frustration foul for the Knights. Should be free throws here for Randall on the 5th team foul. There we go. Now we're in sync here. This game has had the look of a game where teams haven't played in a while, and it's the first game after the break, and it's got that feel to it. Tayson Swires at the line, 62% on the season, as Pamela Colmenares comes back in for the Knights. So does Becky. So first free throw no good by Tayson. Randall held Dallas Christian to just 38 points yesterday. Oh, second free throw. Bad luck there for the Saints, but they do get the rebound as Harrison's back in. That's like her 4th offensive rebound here in the half. Jumper no good there by the Saints. Rebound out to Pamela Colmenares. Nobody picks up the ball. Gets it to Becky, and Becky Colmenares was out of bounds. Knights came in averaging 10.2 steals per game, 12th best in the NCAA. They've gotten a good number of steals against Randall. We'll check the box score at halftime, but unfortunately, Randall's been better offensively. Both teams have been sloppy, but Randall's been able to put more balls through the hoop. Turnover there is Kennedy. A little miscommunication. She bounce passes it out. That pass deflected back. Knights got to get it across. Maddie Clements, Colmenares, and now Valderrama. Valderrama thought about it. Becky Colmenares, the runner, way too strong. Rebound by Anderson, who's back. So London Anderson, 5 points off the bench, is back in the game. She goes right to the hoop, scores, and she's fouled. Terrible defense there by the Knights, as London Anderson will try to complete an old-school three-point play. So a player who averages 7.5 points per correction. I got the wrong player. Of course I do. Chelsea Deer is into the game. So that was her on the bucket. And she does get the three-point play, 67% free throw shooter. So quick impact off the bench for Chelsea Deer, and another steal. Layup is good by Kennedy. Kennedy's got 5, and Randall is pouring it on. This was a 9-8 game at one point. 22-4 extended run since the 3-minute mark of the first quarter for Randall, and they have clamped down. Dixon was determined to commit the foul there. The referees kind of let a lot of early contact go, but Swires is going to the free throw line as we go inside a minute to play here in this opening half. This was a Randall team a season ago that really had to start from ground zero and build up again, and credit Michelle Garcia. She definitely put in the work. She has found some tremendous players. I mean, Mina Harrison hasn't scored in this game, but she's done literally anything else you can ask of her. So they've got a lot of good freshmen and sophomores. They've got a leader in Savannah Bean and Tara Shaw, so they've got some presence there. Players who were around back in the good times from a couple seasons ago. And they look every bit to be the Saints of old here today. It's always good, too, when you can go on the road, and obviously it's still the first half, but you get a couple region victories back-to-back nights. Never easy to do. But right now, Randall is in control of this one. Here's Kennedy on the elbow. Gets it back, throws it up off the back rim. Valderrama bats it out. And Clements attacking. Deere now into the forecourt. Gets it back. Now over to Harrison, corner three, no good. Harrison, another rebound. Valderrama's got her second block, and the half comes to an end. A lot to discuss in the locker room for the Knights as Randall, who trailed 9-8 in the first quarter, has poured it on with a 28-4 extended run. They lead by 18 points at the half. Looks like it'll be a 12-minute halftime break, so we'll take it, and we'll be back with you for all the second half action in about 12 minutes. Don't go too far. All right, Chris Shima, glad to be back with you, and I don't want my man Michael Bell to think I've been ignoring him. You're not talking to yourself out there, Michael. I did talk to them about switching the cameras. You know, sometimes when young people have technology to play with, that's all they want to do. I was a journalism student, and I remember my professor said that just because you have the technology doesn't mean you need to use it all the time, and that's one thing that always stuck with me since college. But yeah, Michael, the turnovers as well. I got the first half box, and it's not pretty for the Knights. 26 first half turnovers for Southwestern Adventist. That's too many for a game, and that's what we got in the first half. 12 for Randall, so the rebounding for the Knights actually not bad. They're +6, 25 to 19. Knights have 8 steals in the game, but Randall has 18 steals. These are first half stats again. I was a little bit off on the scoring for Randall, and there's turnover number 27, by the way. So let me just run down the scoring. Courtney Wagner leads the team with 8. London Anderson has 5. 3 for Harge, 3 for Kennedy, 3 for Swires, 3 for Deere, 2 for Savannah Bean, 2 for Harrison, and 2 for Tara Shaw. Meanwhile, for the Knights, led by Sarah Valderrama, she's got 7, then 2 apiece for Becky Colmenares, Eunice Balboa, and Maddie Clements as Kennedy scores. Those of you who are just joining us, it was 9 to 8. There were actually 3 lead changes in the first 7 minutes of this game. And then it's 25 to 4 since that time in favor of Randall. Wagner gets it out to Savannah Bean. She'll pull up, too strong. And we got a foul down low. What's going on? A frustrated Sarah Valderrama. I didn't see a whole lot there either. Daria Lowry thought it was our ball, but it's not. So that's the way it goes when you're down 33 to 13. Those calls never seem to go your way, and it always leads to a bucket, doesn't it? So Wagner, first player in double figures in scoring in the game. She's got 10. Knights breaking the press. Daria Lowry. Like to see her be more aggressive. That was maybe not the shot to take, but Knights breaking the press and passing up some open looks at times in that first half as well. It's been a rough first game of this second semester. As I mentioned, for the Knights, it's their lone home game as well. They go to the Adventist tournament coming up in Nebraska this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we will not see the Knights in Keene, Texas again until February. Almost a turnover there. Balboa into the forecourt. Daria Lowry on the wing. Balboa for 3, in and out. The throw ahead goes to Bean. Extra pass by Harge. Bucket no good on the bank try by Wagner. Now Dixon got tied up. Nia Tamefuna comes in. She gathers. Dixon into the front court. Balboa on the left wing. Lowry now. Tamefuna. Nice pass to the cutter, Dixon. Open look for Balboa. Still can't get it to go. Swires has the rebound. Looking for Harge. And that 3 is going to be banked in by Savannah Bean. So Savannah Bean, a quiet first half. She's up to 5 points in the game. And another steal. My goodness. Kennedy just ripped it away on the inbound pass. Here's Bean up top now. Back to Kennedy. And the little flip shot by Wagner on the block. Courtney Wagner's got a dozen. 40 to 13. A 32 to 4 extended run that continues on for Randall. Daria Lowry looking to push. Numbers now for the Knights. Lowry to the hoop, missed it short. Balboa, put back no, and the Knights got the yips right now, and that's what happens. They started so fluid offensively, and once you get into these kinds of runs, it just gets in your head, and you can't do anything right. I said it last year, and I was proven wrong towards the end of the year. But I really think the Knights got to figure out how to slow the game down. They're playing way too fast. I said the same thing in January last year, and it looked like a silly comment by the end of the year because they really started to figure things out, especially against the press. Abigail Hudson is in for the first time today as Daria Lowry, I believe, has picked up her 4th foul. Knights have 2 team fouls here early on in this 3rd quarter. Anderson back in the game. Or is it cross court? Boy, look at this ball movement by Randall. They are just so unselfish with the basketball. Over the double team on the putback attempt, it's no good. Tamefuna chases down the rebound. Now here's Clements. Pamela Colmenares surveys, attacks, got tripped up. First foul on Randall. So Clements to inbound. Colmenares top of the key. She'll attack again. Puts it up, gets the roll. Pamela Colmenares first bucket of the game. Quick trigger 3 by Randall is no good. And down low, Tara Shaw's got a rebound, got tied up, and the possession arrow favors Randall. Harrison in, Tara Shaw is in. Anderson I mentioned. That is Sierra Streeter, who didn't play in the first half. And the turnaround is good. Deere also back in by Tara Shaw, who's got her 2nd field goal. So the 2nd unit, more or less, for Michelle Garcia in the game on a 2nd of a back-to-back. Tamefuna, what a pass to Balboa. Can't get it to go. Eunice has had a tough night scoring the basketball by her standards. But that was a beautiful pass by Nia Tamefuna out of the post. Streeter gets it in the corner, and that'll be a turnover. Knights had 4 games in the first semester with 12 or more steals. They're on pace for that kind of night tonight. They had 22 against Manhattan Christian in that victory back in November. Pamela Colmenares had 9 in that game. That was tied for the 2nd highest in a game in the NCAA this season. In fact, Pamela Colmenares, her 9 steals, that was half. She came in with 18 today. Knights had 8 steals in the first half. So this will likely be the 5th game with 12-plus steals. Defense has not been the problem. There's a 3. I apologize, Randall fans, I couldn't see who it was. We're going to get a timeout here. I'm going to try to go back and look at that again. I believe it was Anderson. So Anderson hits the 3. She's up to 8 points, 45-15 Randall, as Travis Gagau calls for time. We'll be back here in just a moment. All right, just a quick timeout, 20-second timeout by the Knights. Full court press is on. It looks like Becky Colmenares is back in the game. Nope, I'm wrong. That was Pamela. So pass deflected out. And we got another turnover. I looked down at my notes, and they've turned it over again. Really, really difficult. Ada Hensley coming in now for Michelle Garcia's team. So I believe now everybody has played. Harrison thought about it, instead gets it top of the key. The 3 ball is no good. Ball deflected out to Anderson. Extra chance opportunity, but Anderson throws it away. Nice job fronting there if you're Pamela Colmenares. She surveys, attacks, leaves it for Clements. Nia Tamefuna, top of the key, throws it away. A steal by Randall. Balboa gets back. Tara Shaw, extra passes. Finding the open Anderson. Can't get that 3 to go, but guess who? It's Harrison again, the guard, who I've counted just off the top of my head 5 offensive rebounds in this game. Tara Shaw gonna benefit? No, it goes in and out. Tamefuna the rebound. Clements into the forecourt. Bounce pass to Colmenares, lays it up and in. So second field goal in the quarter for Pamela Colmenares, as we go inside 3 to play here in the third period. Again, extra passes, finding Shaw. Nice pass by Hensley, and Tara Shaw going to go to the free throw line on the third team foul on the Knights. Tara Shaw, 50% free throw shooter. Now Becky Colmenares coming into the game. Maddie Clements will go out. So Dixon, Balboa, Tamefuna, and Becky and Pamela in the game right now. Shaw misses short on the first free throw. Gets 1 out of 2. Tara Shaw's got 5 points tonight. Balboa into the forecourt to Becky on the far side of your screen. And she got fouled, fortunately. Second team foul on Randall. Knights won both meetings last year. It was a first in recent history, if not in history, for Southwestern Adventist. Oh, what a play. Pamela Colmenares goes off the back and scores. A great third quarter for Pamela. She's got 6 in the quarter, and a little trickeration that time. Harge is back in the game for Randall. She has it on the wing. Extra pass, Savannah Bean also back in, and she nails it. I believe that's Savannah. It is. I do apologize, Randall fans. I'm trying. It's the long ponytail sometimes block the numbers, and I don't know if maybe my monitor is too big and it stretches it out. The jerseys aren't that hard to see when they're stationary, but when they're in motion, I struggle with the black on black with that, the Saints gold or border. I don't know. It's just not working out for me today. Knights got called for a foul there. Well, it's 49-19 Zebras. Quit nitpicking. That was a tough call. Into the forecourt, it's Harge. Anderson on the far side. Anderson not shy from 3. She hits another. London Anderson, second player in double figures in the game. Courtney Wagner leads all scorers with 12. Anderson now with 11. Pamela Colmenares having a great quarter, and she stays hot here in this third quarter. Up to 8 points now, all in the third. Attacking is Deere, out of control, and an offensive foul. So Saints turn it over, but both teams now up to 4 team fouls, so 1:17 to go in the quarter, possible for a little bonus action at the free throw line for either team here late in the third. Dixon into the front court. Yeah, get it to your hot hand. Colmenares, keep going. Now gets it out to Balboa. Balboa attacks, can't score. Offensive rebound by Dixon, goes to the ground, saves it to Becky. Now Tame Funa just inside the arc, way off, and it's going back to the Saints. For Randall, this is the second of a 4-game road trip. They're at Champion on Saturday, then one more on the road before they go home the following Thursday to take on Manhattan Christian. Knights, this is it. Next 5 on the road. We'll see you again in February. Knights will play 3 games in 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the Adventist tournament. Here's Deere at the free throw line. That's Chelsea's second field goal. 5 points for her. Last shot time, I believe, for the Knights if they want it. Becky Colmenares playing in her first game for Southwestern Adventist. Now here is Balboa. Oh, crossover, bucket no good. Nice recovery there. Believe it was Hard who got the block. 8 seconds to work with now for Randall. And I believe Bean might have been out of bounds over there. So 4.8 on the clock for the Knights. Pamela Colmenares, take the shot. No, she gets it to Balboa. Balboa, I don't think that would have counted either way. So all Randall here tonight. 10 more minutes to go as the Saints look for win number 12 on the season. And they're 10 minutes away from doing just that. We'll take time, come back, bring you the final quarter here in just a moment. All right, fourth quarter action set to get underway with Randall in control of this one. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Haven't spoken since, I think, before Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, Knights fans, Saints fans, wherever you might be watching from. Sarah Valderrama back in, coming up short on the opening possession of the quarter. It's thrown ahead to Savannah Bean. Now she'll back it out. Bean looking down low for Kennedy. Bean, the lone senior on the roster for this rebuild that Michelle Garcia did for Randall, bringing in a lot of underclassmen this season. Good ball movement again. Boy, the ball movement. I've said that how many times already here today for Randall. Just fluid motion on offense. Team that looks like they've been together for years. Clement's top of the key. Here's Dixon. Or excuse me, Daria Lowry. Lowry scoreless in the game. Eunice Balboa has just 2 points. Oh, a little give and go there, but Eunice has just not had it tonight. A lot of chances at the rim, but just 2 points for Balboa. And you look at Balboa and Lowry combined for 35 of the 57 points at Dallas Christian back on December 18th. They have 2 combined points here today. And that's never going to be enough for the Knights. Sarah Valderrama, the leading scorer on the team, of course, but as Wagner is up to 14 points tonight now for Randall. But you've got to have those two playing well as well. Pamela Colmenares doing her part with 8 points. She actually leads the team tonight. Valderrama with the basketball has 7. Trying to get into double figures, can't get the 3. Balboa, nice offensive rebound, been crashing the glass, and she gets free throws. Eunice on the season is a 56% free throw shooter. Mentioned her numbers coming into play. 11.6 points per ball game, 6.2 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and over 2 steals per game for this Knights team. Doing a little bit of everything all season long. She gets 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. And it's 56-22. This might be the lowest scoring game of the season for the Knights. They have forced that turnover there. Balboa, pass deflected, got it back, throws it up in and out, fights for the rebound, but it's won by the Saints. Credit Kennedy for the rebounding job there on the defensive glass. Here's Streeter. Daria Lowry, good anticipation. Lowry is going to be fouled. Second team foul on Randall here in the quarter. First of a doubleheader, don't forget, we'll have the guys game coming up at 7 p.m. I don't know if we'll go early, if this one ends early or not. It's 7, well, it's 6:18 your time, 7:18 my time, so I think we're right about on track. We'll see how long this quarter takes. Valderrama, open look, got it to go. Sarah's got 9 tonight. Came in averaging 11. They were looking for Deere. Taking away Dixon on the steal. Valderrama now to the wing for 3. Yes! Back-to-back buckets for Sarah Valderrama, who's got 12 points to lead her team. Courtney Wagner leads everybody with 14 in the game. Savannah Bean being hounded. Here is Streeter. Kennedy. Streeter bounce pass now to Wagner. Deere, shot clock down to 5. They got to get it off, and they find Bean, who was wide open. Offensive rebound by Deere, put back no good. Balboa cleans up. Clements, one-on-one, goes to the hoop and goes to the free throw line. Maddie Clements with 2 points tonight, looking to add to her total at the charity stripe. Third team foul on Randall with 6:09 still to go in the game. Guys' game should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing my old friend Jesse Bird's team. Knights men a season ago won in the Southwest Region Tournament on their home court in the opening round against Randall. Those two teams on the men's side split the regular season. So Maddie Clements gets them both. 4 points tonight for her. More shuffling for Michelle Garcia as Anderson's in. London Anderson's been hot off the bench. She's in double figures with 11 tonight for the Saints. Bean brings it into the forecourt. Here is Anderson. We've seen a lot of Deer here in the second half. Gets it back to Anderson. Now Bean. Kennedy at the free throw line. Here's Deer for three. Airballed it, but it came right to Wagner, who scores. So Wagner with a game-high 16 points. Came in averaging just a shade under 10. Randall doubling up the Knights. Balboa over to Dixon. Cut off on the baseline. Valderrama right wing. Trying to drive on Wagner. Gets around her, gets the bounce. Might have been some contact there too, but Sarah Valderrama with a tough earned bucket there. She's got 14. Good offensive night for Valderrama. Savannah Bean up top. Deer for three. Short. Same play. It's like that Bill Murray movie, Groundhog's Day. It's just same exact situation there as Wagner catches the miss. Wagner's now up to 18 points tonight. Balboa with the bounce pass. Valderrama. Give and go again. Her and Balboa in sync, and Eunice is going to get free throws here. That's going to be the fourth team foul on Randall. None yet here in the quarter on the Knights. So Eunice back at the free throw line, 1 out of 2 earlier, as Tara Shaw comes back in for Wagner. So Balboa swishes in the first one. February 1st is the next home game for the Knights. It'll be against Champion. All Southwest Region games at home for the rest of the year. Balboa now with 5 points tonight. Knights looking better here in this fourth quarter and start of a busy week. Knights are going to play Friday, Saturday, Sunday up in Nebraska, as I believe that was Savannah Bean with the bucket. 10 points now for Savannah. But when you got 3 games in 3 days later on this week, you can get to feeling good in this fourth quarter. That's going to be a travel. You can't get up like that with the basketball. Lowry tried to take a dribble, but it was too little too late. Harge coming back in for Randall. Savannah Bean gets around her defender. Bucket no good. Ball tipped to Clements, who's got another rebound. Maddie into the forecourt. Balboa left wing. Foot's just inside the arc. And the takeaway there by Shaw. So Randall going to snap the 2-game losing streak against the Knights. This ball movement, really impressive. For a team that has so many new players, the way they're moving the basketball. I know we're in the January, so that's not a new team anymore, but how about Sarah Valderrama? Second consecutive triple. She's made her last 3 buckets. She's up to 17 points in the game now. And again, if you're the Knights right now, you're looking for momentum builders ahead of a long weekend. Savannah Bean, she called for the offensive foul there. Yeah, no bucket. Oh no, they counted the bucket. My apologies, it's a foul on the Knights. Might have been in the restricted area, so Bean's got a dozen. Looking to make it 13 at the free throw line. And that's the 5th foul on Daria Lowry. I like Daria I like her game, but sometimes that's one of the things she's got to clean up, just a few too many fouls. So she's out of the game. Valderrama, why not? Try another one. Not that time, a little bit short. Tara Shaw with the rebound for Randall. Three ball is long. Kennedy. Circus pass intercepted by the Knights. Valderrama cross court. Pamela Colmenares with a nice second half. She's got 8 points. Goes back to Valderrama. Open look. No on the three. Balboa the offensive rebound, and she carried the basketball. Last January, the Knights had a good trip up to Michigan in the Adventist tournament up there. They won 2 out of 3. They beat Union and Andrews, and then they lost to Great Lakes Christian. Great Lakes, I don't think, is an Adventist school, but you get what I'm saying. That trip that's coming up this weekend for the Knights should yield some positive results up in Nebraska. Good luck on the travel, by the way. Please be safe. I don't know if we're supposed to get creamed with some kind of a weird storm. We've got one weird storm going on today, but I think there's another one coming to Cleveland in Ohio where I am this weekend, which means it'll be in Nebraska before that, probably. Inside a minute to go. Anderson, extra pass to Kennedy. Randall on the second of a back-to-back, working the clock, and Savannah Bean, who had a quiet game, is all of a sudden up to 15 points. First of a doubleheader. Don't forget, guys' game coming up in about a half hour from now. They might start that game early. I'm not 100% sure on that, but just keep your eyes on the YouTube channel. Harge for three, no good. Dixon the rebound. Colmenares throws it right to Bean. And Randall can dribble it out. So Courtney Wagner scores 18. Sarah Valderrama with 17 as Randall wins. They're 12-4, 6-3 on the road, 3-1 in the Southwest region, as the Knights fall to 2-8, 2-6 at home, and 0-3 in the region. Don't forget, folks, first of a doubleheader, but the next women's game here at home will be on February 1st against Champion. We'll have that one for you at 5 p.m. on the 1st, but come on back at 7 p.m. your guys' time for the Knights and Randall, the guys edition. Final of a doubleheader will be in about 30 minutes from right now. Until then, my name